You can't break me, I got iron bones. My ground game will leave your mind blown. I'm ready to fight in any time zone. I'm the greatest, you can call me John Jones. Knocking clowns out like I'm Steve Pay. We can even fight on the freeway. I'ma leave him bloody right where he lay. This is the Fighters Replay.
Yo, should we talk about how Izzy has a big cock? Yeah, I'm right with it. Hey guys, welcome to the Fighters Replay. I'm one of your hosts, Robert.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Declan.
And today we're going to be getting into predictions for UFC 288, Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo, May 6th. Before we start, we want to give a quick shout out to one fighter on the preliminary card, Drew Dober. We salute you. You a real one.
I think even before that, before we go into the preliminary card, we have to start by saying, fuck Belal Muhammad. I just want to say that real quick.
Yeah, and fuck Henry Cejudo. We don't like them over here.
Yeah, we're going to keep it real. Like, we'll keep the breakdown real. Like, we'll keep the breakdown real with you guys, but like...
We're going to be so for real.
Like, still fuck Belal Muhammad, you know?
Real shit. All right. We got the first one, Kron Gracie versus Charles Jourdain. What are your thoughts on this, Kaylin?
You know, all respect to Gracie. He's kind of a little older, and he's only a grappler. He's not really too great up on the feet, and he hasn't been active since 2019. I think Charles takes this one, even though he's not really moving with much momentum. He's coming off of 2 losses. But I think Jourdain is going to take this one somehow, just because I feel like on the feet he's going to dominate much more of the fight, unless if Gracie pulls off a submission.
Yeah. Honestly, you know, I just feel like... that jiu-jitsu shit, like, if you're one-dimensional in just jiu-jitsu, you're going to be able to get it off against some fighters because they're just absolutely one-dimensional, too. Because, you'll see some fighters get shot on for a takedown and they don't know what the fuck to do. However, if you just have that alone, that's not going to take you far against the experienced people who got that grappling experience. And I feel like this is not a good matchup for Kron Gracie. I feel like Charles Jourdain is definitely going to dominate. Charles Jourdain always has insane fights. I love watching his fights. But I don't see Charles losing this. I feel like Kron Gracie is going to get dominated.
I agree with you on that one. I got Charles Jourdain all day, man.
Moving on, we have one that Bryce Mitchell was injured out of, right?
Yeah, Bryce Mitchell has been injured, has been replaced by Diego Lopez, making his UFC debut against a ranked opponent. Is he a sacrificial lamb, or is he somebody with potential? Probably a sacrificial lamb.
He's probably a sacrificial lamb, let's be real.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Bryce was in there, he might have been a sacrificial lamb as well.
Yeah,
true.
I hope so.
I mean, not that Mobsar has like a bunch of crazy fights. He hasn't been tested like crazy or anything like that.
Mobsar has literally only won to decision, so we can't really say too much.
True.
But at the same time, you know, UFC is much more different than what Lopez was competing at in different promotions. Even though he is coming off of like 2 TKOs, I think, or 2 KOs
in a row,
something like that. Yeah, in a row in a different promotion, but still, bro, that's scary. I hope Lopez wins, just because I would love to see somebody
random show
just
like
fucking come out,
potential.
yeah,
like show him balling out like Austin Reeves, like an undrafted pick.
No, yeah, like a Sage Northcutt, but like it went well.
Yeah.
Moving on. We have Jessica Andrade versus Yan Xiaonan.
Let's go.
I want to give a shout out to her. She was looking fucking hotter than a bowl of grits at the press conference with that dress she was wearing. She a queen, bro. Real shit. She a queen. Like, bro, I decided. Y'all know my first wife, Stamp. Second wife, Nama Nunez. But my third wife, if I can have multiple wives, Sapam Diddy Lakam. It's Yang Janang. That's my queen, bro. That's my queen. Oh, excuse me.
God.
That's me and Declan's queens.
I'm excited for this fight.
Real shit.
Janang is coming off a win to Mackenzie Dern. Decision. Pretty good. Andrade obviously coming off of the defeat. Lost to Blanchfield.
Something I want to mention real
terrible,
quick.
Though.
To be honest, I want to mention real quick about that. I feel like with Andrade for her last fight against Erin Blanchfield, obviously you saw her on the Brazil card where she just destroyed her opponent. I feel like with this one,
yeah.
it was almost a little too much of a short notice because she wasn't able to game plan for her. You're supposed to have a full fight camp designed to defeat one person, and she never really got that time, so I really wouldn't want to count that one against her.
With all due respect, as a fighter, you
it.
take that decision whenever you sign for a fight, so you have to take that consequence and that loss as what it is.
Well, yeah.
With all due respect,
True.
I actually do have Andrade in this fight. I think she is gonna win. All respect to Jan, but I don't know, man. Andrade, she's just a fucking bro. That's a beast of a fucking woman.
That's like
Walmart
Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, if we talk about if we talking about the baddest bitch, it's Jan. But if we're talking about the better martial artist who's gonna win, it's definitely Andrade, man. But I wouldn't be mad to see Jan win. But I do want Andrade to win, though.
I'm gonna go with Yan on this one.
You think so?
Yeah. On the feet, I think she's too quick.
All right.
Okay.
Realistically, though, it's a close one for me. For me, it's like I'm just barely leaning Yan.
I get you. Okay.
I like the take.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I want to take a little bit of lead on this next one. We got Belal Muhammad. We hate Belal Muhammad. We hate him with a passion. We do not stand Belal Muhammad over here. I don't care what he's done. I don't care what he's done in his life. Everything he has done means nothing. We don't like him, bro. Listen.
Everything that he works for means absolutely fucking nothing to us.
Like his kids, I don't care about them. I don't care. Am I out of pocket? Probably, but I don't care. I see Gilbert Burns winning this. I see him finishing him, especially that it's 5 rounds. If the Jorge Masvidal fight was 5 rounds, Jorge would have got finished. 5 rounds are where he's able to do his best work. I definitely think that Gilbert Burns will get the job done. Belal Muhammad's not even that good. The dude is just a fighter who puts his head between nut cheeks, bruh. Like, let's be real. Like, if he gets a title shot, that title shot's gonna be on the fucking prelims, bruh. The early prelims, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. But let me play the other side real quick. Gotta play both sides here.
Okay.
So Belal Muhammad, well, first of all, fuck Belal Muhammad. But secondly, he's on a pretty decent win streak, you know.
Yeah.
Beat some names, some big names like, Stephen Thompson, not a big deal.
Yeah, the dude who has nothing about grappling.
Okay, I was impressed with he beat Luke, but obviously a boring style.
He's coming off of a TKO to
Sean Brady, the man who never does anything but jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but a
Sean Brady
TKO
wasn't that great, or Belal
nonetheless
Muhammad improved that much. You know what I mean?
That's true. I will give him that he has improved, but however, I just don't think it's on the level of Gilbert, bro. This is Gilbert's third fight.
I'm still going with Gilbert here. Gilbert just has so many ways to win this fight. On the feet, I think he's so dangerous. I can submit him.
Yeah, I get it.
Gotta be Gilbert.
It's really hard to play devil's advocate for Belal because he just fucking sucks.
Let's be real. This guy's ass.
Yeah, let's be honest. Like, Belal will never, ever be able to achieve happiness. Let's be real.
For as long as Robbie lives, Robbie will make it his life mission.
I will outlive this dude. I will not. I refuse to die until I outlive Belal Muhammad, and I will say that with pride.
Which brings us to the main event of the evening. Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo. Bantamweight championship.
Fuck Henry.
First of all, fuck Henry.
By the way, fuck Henry.
Yeah, if you didn't hear already, fuck Henry.
Guys, should we talk about should we say we fucking hate Henry Cejudo? Guys, we fucking hate Henry Cejudo.
Yeah, man, but Henry hasn't fought in 3 years?
Bro, think he John Jones for real, bro.
Yeah.
Thinks he's John Jones for real, man. He's been on for 3 years. Thinks he's coming back, talking all this shit. He's a good wrestler, of course. He's a good wrestler. I gotta give him respect.
Okay, wrestler.
And I'm praying on this man's downfall.
Yeah. Real shit. Sterling, man, Sterling deserves respect too. Because anybody who's talking shit about TJ, he beat him with one arm, motherfucker, I want you to go to try to fight TJ. And with one arm, that motherfucker can still wipe half the fucking regular man on earth with one arm, bro. Let's be real. TJ was a champ for a reason, and Sterling dominated. Not only that, say what you want about his first match with Peter. Hey, that's Peter's fault. Shouldn't have kneed him in the face. Then Peter lost the next fight, too. It was a bit close, but it was obvious that Sterling won. And honestly, if you think different, you're just a Sterling hater and you just want him to lose because of the first fight. But if you're not biased, you can clearly tell that Sterling won that fight. I just want to get that off real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not the biggest Aljamain Sterling fan or anything like that, but like, Anna has improved so much.
Real shit.
Impressive.
Bro outstruck Pedro Munoz, bro.
Yeah.
He's not even known to be a striker. But bro is rocking Pedro Munoz. Last person I could see to really do that was only like Sean or Jose Aldo. Not saying that his striking is on their level, by the way.
Don't get me wrong. I want Sterling to win this. I love Sterling, and I really do not like Henry Cejudo. But I will be the realistic one that says that Henry Cejudo does have a mastermind for MMA, and his breakdowns of fights, the way that he can see things is truly honorable in the MMA community. Nonetheless, we don't like him as a person, but as a...
Or at all.
But as a member of the MMA community, if he was to be anonymous and just like a regular person on the internet, you would be like, damn, bro, this person is a fucking genius, bro. Like,
Henry does have a great mind when it comes to MMA. As much as I hate to say that, but
yeah. So it's gonna be tough. He's been off for 3 years. I think it's gonna be interesting to see how both of their cardios play out. AJ is kind of a swing or a miss.
So yeah, I'm not worried about Sterling's cardio.
I don't know. I
It's
think
hit
he
or
can
miss.
tire himself out sometimes early if he gets too anxious. So that's the only thing that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it would be okay competing against Henry, who has not been in the ring for 3 years, if that makes sense. With all due respect to both.
That's what I was thinking as well. Now, what are our predictions for this fight? What do you guys got? I'm gonna say Henry Cejudo by decision.
Okay.
I think he's gonna sit on him. I think some of the rounds are gonna be competitive. They're gonna be fun, but I think he's just gonna win the point system. He's gonna get takedowns, and I think he's gonna win by decision.
All right, bro. He's gonna sit on him? What
happen.
The fuck are you talking
I
about?
hope it doesn't happen.
Bro, you saying that like Sterling isn't an amazing grappler himself? You think he's gonna be able to get sat on?
I never said that.
You said sit on him.
Level above. I just think Henry's a better wrestler. I'm not saying Aljamain is not.
Okay, it depends.
I have to agree with that.
Listen, Henry is a better wrestler, but there's a difference between wrestling and MMA wrestling, and I think that Sterling's MMA wrestling trumps his wrestling, because with just natural wrestling, the only way you can win with just natural American wrestling, like, it's only by ground and pound TKO. Henry's not known for that. With MMA grappling, you're able to fight on the bottom, but not only do you have that ground and pound ability to win, you're also going to have that ability to get chokeholds, get random submission, because I guarantee you that Sterling's jiu-jitsu is definitely still levels above Henry Cejudo.
Basically what Rob's saying, guys, is that jiu-jitsu is better than American wrestling.
Yeah, all right, Declan. All right, I never said all that. I never said all that.
I'm joking.
Right?
I'm messing with
I
you.
said MMA grappling, but
I'm messing with you, man. I agree with you, though.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Like, Aljamain has, so many ways, he can submit Henry Cejudo, so that's going to be a big problem for him.
Man.
I hope that happens. I hope that's what happens, man.
Listen,
I hope Aljamain
I've been 50-50 on it, but I'm going to go ahead and go with my gut. I think I'm going to predict that Sterling wins this. I think Sterling wins this. I'm so 50-50, but I had to tip that hat a little bit towards Sterling because I feel like Henry is an amazing mind. I will give you that. But what do you game plan for when you're facing Sterling, the dude with the most unorthodox striking style and the weirdest grappling style you've ever seen? What can you really game plan with Sterling? What do you know that he's super, super crazy good at? Grappling, yes. But how is he and everything else? Weird. So I don't think...
Henry's pretty good with the leg kicks as well. He might try to slow him down.
Man, you're a professional. You can check them kicks.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
But I think Sterling has more opportunities and more ways to win. And I do think that people are sleeping a little bit on Aljo's power just because he hasn't put any people. Because like when he gets in a good position, that dude can have some power behind his punch. It's just he doesn't normally strike like that. But I do think people. I'm not saying he's not no knockout artist, but I do think that Henry's not going to be used to somebody of this type of weight. So anybody who he's faced, I feel like he might have a bit more power than, Demetrius Johnson. Because, how much bigger than he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean there. But Rob, can we get a final prediction from you? You say Aljamain Sterling, what round are we saying? All
right, I say Aljamain Sterling, second round, submission. Or TKO.
Damn, okay.
I'm also 50-50, have been 50-50. Oh, this is difficult. I really, really want Sterling to win. I'm gonna say Sterling second round TKO as well. I hope Sterling knocks him out, bro.
Okay. The only way that Henry wins this is by TKO. There's no other way he wins. And the only thing, like Aljo, his biggest threat is just his right hand. That's it. That's his only big threat.
I don't know. We're going to have to really see because once you get tired, those guys put their fucking hands down.
Yeah.
And they get hit by the fucking... Oh, it's so frustrating to watch, but it's so understandable because it fucking happens. But it's the art of it all. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate all the support. Let us know what you guys think for UFC 288, Sterling versus Cejudo. Follow us on all of our social medias. Got linked. And peace.
See you later, alligator.
You can't break me, I got iron bones. My ground game will leave your mind blown. I'm ready to fight in any time zone. I'm the greatest, you can call me John Jones. Knocking clowns out like I'm Steve Pay. We can even fight on the freeway. I'ma leave him bloody right where he lay. This is the Fighters Replay.